Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 10 of our Warden Hill Book Advent. I'm here in the office with our Christmas tree, and it's looking all Christmassy. So, without further ado, let's go on and read the next adventure for Winston. An important clue. Winston craned his neck to see what Edna was pointing at. Attached to the side of one of the large buildings, overlooking the busy traffic roundabout, were lots of enormous signs advertising various things: theatres, cinemas, chocolate bars, and even expensive snazzy socks. Some of the signs were completely lit up. Others had light bulbs all around them, flashing on and off at different intervals. Some had words picked out in fancy light-up writing, which fizzed and flickered brightly against the dark night sky. In the middle of all of this was what Edna had wanted to show Winston: a huge advertising board, which must have been at least 20 feet high, was the smiling, jolly face of Father Christmas. There it is. There he is on that advertising board. It was definitely him. He had the white fluffy beard, happy twinkling eyes, and the red velvet suit that looked very warm and cozy. Winston's heart lifted, then it plummeted again. This wasn't the real Father Christmas. It was just a nice picture of him in the advert. Winston said this sadly to Edna. Edna chuckled. Oh, you silly mouse. Of course it isn't. Sorry. Of course it's just a picture. But I think it might also be a clue as to where you can actually find him here in the city. Have a read of the sign. Winston looked up again and squinted his eyes against the snow that was still falling all around him. The sign said, Fortescue's Department Store. Visit Father Christmas in store today. Winston's cheeks went pink with excitement. Could it be true? Could Father Christmas really be here in the city? He had to find out. He didn't really know what a department store was, but it sounded exciting. Perhaps it was somewhere Father Christmas went to get the supplies he needed for his long journey around the world. He'd surely need at least a couple of packets of biscuits to keep him going for the night. Do you know where Fortescue's department store is, Edna? Winston asked, quivering with excitement. Edna walked around in a little circle while she thought. I don't think it's very far from here. You'll need to cross this road very carefully, and then just take that big road there and just keep going straight until you get to the shop. If I remember rightly, it's quite a big one with its name in large letters above the door. Will you come with me? Asked Winston. He got quite used to having a nice friend with him. It made him stop thinking about how cold his paws were and how grumbly his stomach was. Oh, I wish I could, my dear. I do love an adventure, but I've got to get poor George back to our nest. Look at him. Winston looked around and laughed. George was flat on his back, with his two stick legs poking up in the air, and he was snoring so loudly it sounded like an engine. This is what a belly full of mince pies does to you, Edna chuckled as she pecked gently at George's tail to wake him up. Now you just continue on your adventure, she said, turning to Winston. You seem like a very brave sort of mouse, and I know you can get that letter to Father Christmas before midnight. Be very careful and good luck. Winston said thank you, and let Edna fuss about wrapping his scrappy little scarf warmly around his neck with her beak. Then, with a little wave over his shoulder, the two birds he picked. Then, with a little wave over his shoulder to the two birds, he picked up the envelope and set off towards Fortescue's department store to meet Father Christmas. And that concludes chapter. And for all those classes out there that like to guess who might be behind door 11, you'll have to wait till tomorrow to see.